This lesson is on circuits and how to draw them properly. Okay, first of all, before this page is on the back of your quick reference sheet. Okay, and this chart is also in your textbook. So first of all, before we draw anything, we should learn what is what. Okay, this first symbol is line. Okay, that's your conductor, not like a train conductor, like a wire. Okay, its job is to conduct electricity to the circuit. Okay, there we go, wires. Those are conductors. Next, we have a cell. Not the nucleus and mitochondria cell, but instead what normal people call a battery. Okay, one of these by itself is called a cell. You put two together, there, now it's a battery. Okay, and they won't work unless you line them up with the positive end reaching the negative end, and it has to go that way all the time. So sometimes you'll see questions where, see how there's a long line and a short line? Okay, sometimes it'll show a whole bunch of them like this, and it says how many cells are there? Okay, and it's one short line and a long line. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be a 4-cell battery. Okay, and they have to be long line, short line like this. Okay, it doesn't work if they go like this. Okay, that means they're not facing the wrong way, or they're facing the wrong way. Or if they're like this, that doesn't work either. Okay, they have to be looking like that. Okay, next is a lamp. There you go, lamp. Okay, this is a Christmas light, so its job is to take electrical energy coming through the conductor, turn that into light. And often what ends up happening also is thermal energy, so we like these new fancy LEDs a lot better than the incandescent light bulbs that used to burn people's houses down. Okay, so a lamp often is this little squiggly thing, okay, that represents the tungsten filament, and you might also see it as this, okay, as an X with a circle on it, like superheroes. Next is a resistor. Okay, there's a crinkly one like that. Okay, that controls the amount of current in a circuit. And everybody's favorite one to use on tests seems to be this guy. Okay, a variable resistor. And often there's a little tiny arrow on it. And these symbols are a little bit different depending on what pictures you're looking at, but they'll also often give you a legend. So in a PAT, they'll show you what each thing is, like which one's a motor and whatever. Okay, but we still need to know what they do. So a variable resistor is something that has variable resistance. Okay, so like a volume knob, okay, or a dimmer switch, where it can go either bright or dim, or hot or cold, okay, or loud or quiet. Hot and cold would be like a blow dryer. Okay, so those are variable resistors. Motors in science class, I skipped a bunch, but that's okay. Okay, a motor in science class is this little metal thing. Okay, and I put a fan on the front because it's fun. Okay, they have two little electrodes here to connect your wires on. Okay, so you would take your alligator clip. These are alligator clips. Chomp, chomp. Okay, and you're going to hook that up. And you take a different conductor wire. Okay, let's use one that's already plugged in. How about? Okay, we'll hook that up to our power source. And I should flip this over because the plastic will try to spin. There you go. Ta-da! Ooh, so easy. Okay, so that's making the motor spin. We have electrical energy that's being converted into mechanical energy. So that is a motor. Okay, and it has 3 little dots. Okay, tiny dots in this particular picture. Fuse, I don't have one handy. I think I have one in my car. I should go get. Okay, how those work is it's a little piece of metal that melts and breaks the circuit. Okay, now you think, well, what's the point of that? Don't you want the motor to keep running? Don't you want your devices to keep working? But sometimes if you overload your circuit and you have too much electricity going through, you can damage the equipment itself, okay, or burn your house down. Common theme here. Some of the ones I skipped over. V is a voltmeter. measures voltage, okay, like one of these. A is for ammeter, that measures the current. Okay, and sometimes we have different kinds of meters. These are multimeters. They test different things. Okay, so this one's in milliamps. Okay, this has some voltage on it. Yep. Okay, this one has ohms, so it measures resistance. Okay, we've got some amps here, or milliamps. Okay, so these are multimeters, but an ammeter would be that one there. Okay. Switch, I think, is the only one I didn't say, and that is in science class, one of these. Okay, so if it has two little dots and the line isn't connected, okay, that's considered an open system and it's off. Okay, the electricity can't connect, can't go from this piece to this piece if this switch is open. Okay, you close it, there. Electricity will make your light bulbs work. And the diagrams have a little dot and a line like this, okay, showing that they're closed.